Welcome everybody, it's a Friday. Itong intro na to, buisit. Have a great evening. Welcome guys. It's another Friday. It's time for you to hang out. This is your host BJG and you're tuned in to the G3 podcast, Gamers, Geeks, and Good Times. We're going to be hanging out this Friday talking about some awesome stuff that happened in the entire nerd and geek community. Starting off this evening, of course, are my co-panelists. May nagbabalik, but let's start off with everybody's favorite captain. Captain Mike, welcome to the show. What's up, sir?
Hey, what is happening, boys and girls? This is your captain speaking. It is already Friday. Join us as we start on the weekend for another intense discussion at the G3 podcast. Diba?
Diba? Na-throw off ka rin sa script mo. To the dati. And of course, coming in hot from the road after niyang makita ang epekto ng gasolina, Noch is in the house eating violet crumbles. What's up, sir?
Gusto ko lang sana sabihin sa inyo, be happy lang.
Kandidato ah. Pagkatapos mapamura dun sa gasolina nung nakaraan binlip po ni Captain Mike. If you're following us, you know that we have a TikTok now. Check us our TikTok, check us our Reels, check out our Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. We're on YouTube now. Thank you very much, Stanley, for posting our link tree. Check it out on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. And of course, we're on TikTok. TikTok.
Yeah.
Gandang gabi mga kaibigan. Sige, unahin ko na to. Mga boss, sabi ni Stanley Yoshida-kun says, mga boss, okay lang pa shoutout natin dyan. Kila Pau Islao, Lason Club, Ariel Gren Vasquez, Ronald Joe Padilla, Elgado, Nikki Makiniana. Welcome. Hello po. Shout out to you guys.
Hi, hello. Nice seeing you here.
Sabi ni JM Calimoso, hello. Lang yan, parang FPJ lang si Nosha. Matindi pa sa FPJ yan. Nanood ka ba ng Julio Valiente? Yan po si Julio Valiente matapos ng gera. Kumain na lang ng kumain. Brian Lim is in the house.
Of course.
JM Calimoso is here. Jake R. Blaso, welcome everybody. It's time to hang out, time to chill out, relax, enjoy the end of the week. It's a Friday, so that means G3 Podcast is right here. Kamusta kayo mga brothers? Starting with Noch naman muna tayo. Noch, kamusta? You're now well rested, I hope, sir?
Yes. I'm back.
Yeah.
At visit pa rin yung gas prices up. But mag-roll back down next week, 12 pesos for the diesels, kaya there will be rainbow always after the rain.
Yes, tandaan nyo.
Or in our case, rollbacks.
There's a rollback always after the rain. Parang mali. Pero yan, tandaan nyo yan. The night is darkest just right before the dawn. May mga paganyan-ganyan pa tayo.
Lalim na naman ang mo.
Wala akong makain eh. Hindi pwedeng kumain mga kaibigan. Hanggang dyan na lang muna tayo. Captain Mike, kamusta ka? What's been happening with you, man?
So yun nga, we've been checking out our edits for the YouTube page. If you want to check out our replays, our full uncut replays, it can be found over at YouTube page. We have
unfiltered.
Yeah, ongoing projects.
Can we not use uncut, sir? Tatamaan dito. Tatlo lang tayo rito. Pare, ako na nagsasabi. Mag-iingat ka sa uncut, ha?
Tapos, our TikTok page, obviously, is running smoothly. Thank you sa mga nag-like, nag-follow. Stanley, syempre.
Kasama yan, Stanley.
For the entire week, it's been very busy. No, we have upcoming projects for our teams. Sa G, individual, syempre, thank you. Thank you nga pala sa lahat ng nag-support doon sa feature na page ni Converge. Doon sa YouTube page nila.
Meron siya YouTube eh. Mari panoorin niyo. Head on to YouTube and look for Converge Captain Mike. Makikita niyo. Ang solid nun.
Okay. So, ito. Sabi ni Brian Lim, rollback lang ng rollback para lahat ng motorista masaya.
Tama yun, sir. Parang rollback netcode.
Rollback. Netcode rollback para sa guile mo.
Street Fighter 5. Uy, Green Hand. Bumalik ang Green Hand. There's a March patch for Street Fighter 5. So
Oh.
I'm pretty sure the Street Fighter community is very happy about that. So I'm yet to see the entire thing, but I heard Green Hand is back from Zangief. So that's cool.
Yun ba yung umikot
Um,
siya na may sumasampal
yung
na
parang
gano'n?
ganun.
Oh, yung
Sabi ni sabi ni siya, JM Kalimoso, shout out pala sa misis ko ngayon, nakatabi ko magtrabaho ngayon. Shout out
Ayan.
po sa misis ni JM.
Shout out sa aking kumare na si Cathy.
Yan.
Rafi Pologon of YRP Gaming
Oh,
is
yeah.
in the
Oh,
comments.
yeah.
What is up? Hello. Converge
Hello,
ICT Solutions,
baby.
back in a man. Please, I almost got the internet disconnection today. But I paid. Nagbayad ako. Mamaya si tayo na ko ni Captain Mike sa forums eh. Nireklamo mo na ba yan? Opo. Pero masaya usapan ngayon. We're just gonna be chilling out. We're gonna be remembering a lot of great things for this evening. Good and not so bad. Kasi, that's how life is. You have to be able to see the reality of things. So whether it's good or bad, you take it in stride. And we're gonna be having fun along the way. So starting off this evening, of course, nothing else matters than the news and the things that swept the week as it came. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting off the evening with, of course, our G3 news. And let's see our very expensive roll-in. Starting off with the first news of the evening. So talk about rollback. Ito, grabe to. Amazon closes MGM deal for astronomical amount. In an article written by comicbook.com by Aaron Perrine, Amazon has closed their MGM deal for an absolutely absurd amount of money. Both companies announced the $8.5 billion acquisition, and the internet cannot believe that the Jeff Bezos run company paid that much for a movie studio. It's clear that Amazon wants to be a major player in the entertainment landscape moving forward. They have multiple fronts they're kicking tires on this year. From this deal to their acquisition of Thursday Night Football, still, $8 billion for a movie studio is going to raise some eyebrows around the industry. They're serious with that kind of capital. They're going to be able to complete. Check out what Amazon had to say about the acquisition below. Unquote. The storied, nearly century-old studio, with more than 4,000 film titles, 17,000 TV episodes, 100 Academy Awards, and 100 Emmy Awards, will complement Prime Video and Amazon Studios' work in delivering a diverse offering of entertainment choices to customers, they said in a statement. Quote unquote, MGM has nearly a century-long legacy of producing exceptional entertainment, and we share their commitment to delivering a broad slate of original films and television shows to a global audience. Mike Hopkins, Senior Vice President of Prime Video and Amazon Studios, offered, "We welcome MGM employees, creators, and talent to Prime Video and Amazon Studios, and we look forward to working together to create even more opportunities to deliver quality storytelling to our customers." For more information about this news, please head on over to comicbook.com/MGM deals with Amazon. Up next in the news, we're going to be taking it to a somewhat somber state as we remember a legendary run of a WWE Hall of Famer, Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, passes away at the age of 63. It's a dark news for everybody. The wrestling world lost one of the best of the bad with the passing of two-time WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon. In the late evening of March 14th, 2022, the wrestling world lost one of its best and baddest men as the legendary Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, sadly passed away at the age of 63. The veteran performer is a two-time WWE Hall of Famer, inducted on both his own merits and those of the immortal, influential, and infamous wrestling faction known as the New World Order, or NWO. He was a four-time WWE Intercontinental Champion and pioneered the popular ladder match gimmick alongside fellow multi-time Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, at WrestleMania 10 in 1994. Hall's passing comes at an end of a long struggle of survival. having suffered multiple heart attacks over the weekend due to complications from a blood clot during a recent hip surgery in Marietta, Georgia. The Hall of Famer was placed on life support and then shortly afterwards was taken off it at the behest of his immediate family. For more information about this news, please head on over to gamerant.com/Scott Hall Razor Ramon passes away. And would like to offer just a really quick moment of silence to respect and a legend that has passed. Just a few moments starting now. And there you go. Third news. Again, our hearts go to the family and the fans. We're fellow fans of Scott Hall and Razor Ramon, and we will be talking more about him soon. But going to the third news, something that's a little bit more exciting. As fans, in an article by Screen Rant, it says here, Illuminati confirmed for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Illuminati is indeed heading to the MCU, as a new image has confirmed the group's upcoming arrival in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Written by Andy Beckbot, after massive fan speculation, it appears that Marvel's Illuminati is in fact joining the MCU through Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Following the conclusion of the Infinity Saga, Phase 4 of the MCU has been exploring multiple new territories. As established, characters get the spotlight after the deaths of various Avengers. Marvel Studios is also bringing in the next generation of superheroes, both through film and TV. The MCU has also introduced the multiverse concept, as various MCU movies and Disney Plus shows are toying with alternative realities. Following Spider-Man No Way Home, the first Doctor Strange sequel will take it to the next level. For more information, we're not going to read too much into it because we already have an idea, but for more information about this, head on over to screenrant.com/Doctor Strange 2 Illuminati story details. And that is our G3 news for the evening. 3 bits of information. We'd like to get your thoughts on it, ladies and gentlemen. Please write down your comments on the chat room as I ask my friends. Captain Mike, what are your thoughts starting off with that huge $8 billion acquisition of Amazon of MGM?
It tells you one thing, no? Kung pag talagang gusto mo, gagawin mo talaga no matter what the cost. Is that cost for Amazon be beneficial for them? I would say yes. Kasi when I found out itong news na to, nakita ko yung list of movies nila, mostly James Bond movies. You have the Rocky movies na hindi mo makikita sa mga on demand na apps ngayon. So seeing them in Amazon Prime, parang ngayon imbis na remember during my days na nangongolekta ka pa ng mga Betamax noon para lang ma-save mo yung Rocky.
Yeah, during your days, yeah.
Hindi pwedeng VCD or DVD, kailangan Betamax.
Betamax
Okay.
kasi
Check.
yun yung ano doon, check. Back in my day, yung naalala ko yung chewing ko noon, he was collecting those Rocky tapes. Doon talagang alam mo yung original talaga yung ano niya. Ngayon, syempre dahil obsolete na ang Betamax, ngayon it's just gone digital na. Pwede mo na siyang panoorin paulit-ulit, and all you have to do is just pay a small subscription to just enjoy that. If you're a James Bond fan like myself, sasama na rin siya doon. That's what yun yung hawak ng MGM eh. 'Di ba? And a lot more. Just to share a quick trivia, no. The biggest money na na-collect ng MGM in a box office was the movie Die Another Day.
Yeah, 400 James Bond.
Oo. 400 plus million worldwide. So for me, it's a big thing. Malaking pera pa. Ibig sabihin nun, gumastos man si Amazon ng malaki, mababawi rin nila yun eventually with these movies now that will be coming soon in their library.
Right.
So, yun.
Right. true. Not you're the one who brought us this news. What went through your head the minute you saw the news? What's the impact of this in your opinion?
Meron ba kayo, question lang boys, meron ba kayong Prime Video subscriptions?
I don't, not yet.
I was contemplating on it pero mas na-inclined ako sa Netflix eh. Ikaw ba?
So I do have a Prime Video subscription, no? And sa totoo lang, if you see yung library nila ngayon, medyo payat. There are a lot of quality shows there. Wheel of Time, nandun. I watched the newest Reacher series, was so good. The Office was there, no? A few movies. Pero with this acquisition kasi, you can expect that yung library ng Prime Video will expand, will be bigger, no?
Right.
MGM Grand has been here for decades na talaga, and probably centuries na rin, and I mean yung laki ng IPs nila with all these awards that they've garnered over the years, and sasalpak mo lahat yon sa Prime Video, grabe. Ang yun ang lamang nila. Kasi Netflix does not have that. Wala silang partnership or acquisition ng big studio like MGM Grand.
Like an entire studio.
Like an entire studio, they do have licenses. They have a lot of licenses. They have their own studio, kaya meron silang Netflix originals, di ba? Which is also good, di ba? PE Blinders, for example, the one I'm watching right now. That's a Netflix original. Witcher 3 rather. The Witcher series is a Netflix original, no? They have their own studio. Pero imagine if Netflix were to acquire something as big as MGM, maybe Paramount, or or something else.
Right.
Gaano ka rich yung magiging content nila, and that's going to be happening with Prime Video, no? So if I were you boys, get your subscriptions on, kasi as soon as
how much is the subscription now, pare?
Well, I think so. It's a little less than 500 pesos. Pero yung sa akin kasi na libre lang with Globe. 6 months, man. I'm free for 6 months. No, so
nice.
Awesome.
And I actually like it better than HBO's subscription. Although kay HBO marami din ako pinapanood doon. There's a lot of shows there sa HBO, but still, Prime Video probably has a lot more reach.
Now, especially now.
Kasi si HBO is focused on HBO shows.
Right.
Game of Thrones, diba? Ano pa ba yung mga HBO shows? The new one, Euphoria, that I have yet to watch. One of the best daw. Pero with this acquisition, grabe, lalaki lang talaga. Kaya, expect it to increase a bit. I think expectation ko, the price is gonna increase a bit.
Right. That's why I asked, because pretty sure it's going to skyrocket sooner or later because of MGM. And ako, I have a lot of movies that I follow here, particularly if you're looking at the screen right now, you will see Rocky, you will see Anthony Hopkins there. Isang araw lang katatapos ko lang, I just watched the entire Thomas Harris series, Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, Hannibal. I'm pretty sure that's gonna come out here, and I'm gonna be enjoying that a lot.
Well, I mean, Rocky alone, dito na buhay si Sylvester Stallone.
Correct.
Diba?
And tama, sabi ni JM, iniintay niya yung Lord of the Rings. So, you have these things that are coming your way. Jesus Christ, like the really the thing that went into my mind the first time I learned about this news was Amazon is really hell bent on taking Netflix and giving it a run for its money. That's what I thought. Na talaga they're really going to go up against Netflix, and because Netflix been reigning supreme ever since they started. Ngayon maybe it's a different ball game.
Sagutin ko lang si Gemma, sulit ba subs sa Prime Video? Sa ngayon, if kung gusto mo yung mga shows niya and you're not really the type to download, maganda. Wheel of Time specifically. I haven't watched it, but I heard a lot of good things. Yung Reacher, kasi yung mention ko kanina, solid. Ang galing nun. Ang galing nun. Jack Reacher. It was Jack Reacher, no? Of course, The Office. Yun lang yung naalala ko sa totoo lang. But it is worth it. Pero mas magiging worth it pag nag-finalize na lahat. Kaya ikaw, sabihin mo lang sa akin, peperam ko naman sa yung subscription ko.
Right. The insanity of it all is $8.5 billion. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of money, man. And that always shows you that they're really hell-bent on taking and giving Netflix a run for their money. So, yeah, cool. Awesome. I really would like to see how this unfolds. Now, moving on to a more serious and saddening news. When I first heard about Scott Hall's passing, immediately I remembered one match where he was so drugged up. He was so drunk. He was so drugged up. I think that was in a house show. Na he wasn't even able to compete, and then that reminded me of how long Scott Hall's been struggling. Through his addiction and battling his own personal demons.
Yeah.
But I really remember him and the most fun kasi kamukha niya yung uncle namin. I mean Trickster's watching it. Shout out to my Uncle Jake Palen. Hello. Yan tawag namin sa kanya. Kasi kamukha niya and I remember him more as Razor Ramon than Scott Hall. The Scott Hall, NWO Scott Hall, hindi masyadong nag-ano sa akin. Pero yung the bad guy Chico,
the Razor Ramon,
really,
Razor Ramon era.
Oh, yun talaga. And then one of the most baddest finishing moves, the Razor's Edge, when he puts you in a power bomb position, lifts you over his head, tapos holds you by the arm. Did you know that was actually banned when Sheamus used it as the Celtic Cross kasi Sheamus could not control the descente. Pero when he was doing it, it was no problem. So it really saddened me that and relieved at the same time because he doesn't have to suffer anymore. He was put on life support, and I've seen people face to face what it looks like to be on life support, and I could just imagine the relief he has been given when he's finally given time to rest. Pero ikaw, Cap, what are your thoughts on his passing?
He left a very good legacy sa industry ng wrestling, no. I would really think na as a character being the bad guy, alam mo yun, lalo yung mga earlier clips yan, no? I saw the WWE tribute for him na he was a bad guy talaga na, alam mo yun.
He was a heel. Yung tawag nila heel.
He's a heel.
And nung nakita ko yung parang, sige, parang alam mo yun, kahit ikaw na nanonood ka, kahit alam mo na alam mo kung ano talaga ang wrestling entertainment. Pag nakita mo tong taong to, gusto mo, you wanna give a piece of yourself eh. Kasi he's really that bad. He's really good in portraying his bad image.
Yeah.
At yun yung isang bagay na people will remember about him. Pero syempre, there will kumbaga, like any other wrestlers, diba? For Razor Ramon, there will never be another Razor Ramon in this existence.
Wait, hold on. Let me just answer that. Kung nakita niyo dito sa gilid namin, there's his image is so good that when he left for WCW, Vince McMahon replaced him with a fake Razor Ramon. That's how good the fucking character was, and of course the second guy couldn't pull it off.
He won't.
He couldn't pull it off, along with Diesel, which was portrayed by Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane at the time. So sorry, I just remembered it. Nakita ko kasi yung picture mo eh. Ito sa baba. Not ikaw pare. I know you were also a fan of wrestling growing up. So when you learned about this, what were your thoughts? How did you feel?
Ako yung nabasa ko talaga that they were taking him off life support. And of course, if they say that they're taking off life support, yun na yun eh. Yeah, you're just waiting for them, no? I go back to the time na napanood ko yung documentary nila about how powerful these men were. And when I say powerful, these group of friends, Kevin
The
Nash,
click.
the clique, Kevin Nash, of course, Diesel at the time, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, Hunter Helmsley, Triple H, and of course Shawn Michaels. They were called the clique, and they were so influential in the wrestling industry that they were able to control matches. Wrestlers lang sila. They were just plain wrestlers, pero they were so powerful in the field and the industry that they were able to control it up to the point, up to the point na nagkaroon ng ano yan? Yung the screw job.
Montreal screw job.
Montreal screw job. Even though kahit gaano ka kahit ilang beses i-deny ni Shawn Michaels yun, it was part of the plan that the clique created, no? Pero yeah, tapos nung lumipat sila, specifically si Kevin Nash and si Scott lumipat sa WCW. Of course, they stayed friends with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Pero sobrang naging disruptors kasi sila eh. Disruptors sila even way back when. And when they went to MCW, at WCW rather, they were so disruptive. And this was during the time na talaga nagka-clash ang WWE or WWF and WCW. So nagka-clash talaga siya with of course Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon. Ang ganda lang ng pagkabuo ng New World Order.
Right.
Because when they came in, they were the outsiders, right? They were the outsiders. Kasi true enough, they were new to the WCW roster. They didn't have any friends there. As in bago eh. Mostly everyone hated them daw. And then came Eric Bischoff's wild idea of creating NWO, the New World Order. And at that time, it was nandun si Hulk Hogan sa WCW eh. Diba? Hulk Hogan was there, Sting was there, I think Ric Flair was there at the time as well. So ang dami. Macho Man, Randy Savage was there, I think.
And they all came from WWE. That's the thing. That made it so good.
Exactly. Ang maganda kasi dyan is when they created NWO and they were introducing, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Pumasok si Hulk Hogan.
And he was the third man.
Tinuturo niya ganyan. Tapos he was the third man of the NWO with the fake beard and all that. It was so epic to the point that yung NWO came to WWE and destroyed the show. I mean, I destroyed the fact that they disrupted everything.
Right.
The same way DX did the same to WCW at the time. No, so ang ganda lang and sobrang iba lang yung feeling na yun. When you remember Scott Hall, you remember the days, Kevin Nash, the tooth picking, curly haired.
What you want, Chico? What you want, Chico? How are you? Better than you, Chico.
Is sobrang legendary. He's definitely a legend, and prayers go to his family, of course. The 4 kids. I think that was 4 kids. No, sorry. Basta his family, and of course, definitely his best friend, Kevin Nash. One of the people that talagang got so devastated. So, yeah. I mean, legends. People die, but legends never fall. Diba?
Correct. And I could never forget his Hall of Fame acceptance speech, his second Hall of Fame acceptance speech. He said, "Hard work pays off, dreams do come true, bad times end, bad times never end, but bad guys rarely do." Yun ang angas naman, pare. Pero again, your prayers go to the family, and as fans, we'll always treasure. They got one more bad guy up there that will probably have a great time, a heavenly time as a bad guy. Before we move on to our next reactions to the news, let me just read some comments here. Sabi ni Stanley, most favorite of Scott Hall in NJ. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hall and Nash team up with Chono Masahiro na ni-recruit siya sa NWO against Steiner Brothers. Chono is such a great wrestler. Steiner Brothers and KJ Muto also as the Great Muta. Sabi ni Joshua, and I see Trickster. Sabi ni Joshua Ganayo, I honestly grew up during the start of the Attitude Era, but I did see bits of the early WWF. I miss gimmicks. Actually, namimiss ko na yung gimmicks. Ngayon, wala na. It's all about the talent. It's all about the name and all that. Pero yung mga gimmicks dati, iba yun. I also won't forget WCW every time 10 p.m. hit on Cartoon Network. If you have Sky Cable here in the Philippines at 10 o'clock, Cartoon Network signs off, and then TNA comes in and they hit you with WCW Nitro. That's what I remember. And the NWO theme is playing in my head right now. Tan 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 tan. Lagi lalabas si Okoga gumigitara ng ganun. Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Please we show your support to Razor Ramon and Scott, aka Scott Hall, by sharing the news about him. Now moving on to something that we kind of expect. Not so much of a news, but really sends giddy and made nerds out there like myself a lot of confirmation. The Illuminati is confirmed by the creators themselves. It's confirmed that it will make an appearance in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness as a comic book. As a comic book fan, I really love it. As an MCU fan, Captain Mike, what do you think this means for your beloved franchise?
For this one, at least ngayon yung mga kagaya ko na alam na this is coming will have to understand now ano ang Illuminati, ano ang role niya ngayon sa MCU. Kasi this is, I believe, a large group of prominent people sa na ipapasok nila sa MCU, and I feel na I'm gonna find things very interesting. So ngayon I have to brush up sino tong mga ganitong characters na to. Bakit sila, 'di ba? Ang dami kasing groups sa Marvel Universe eh. Bakit sila ang nilagay ngayon sa MCU? Yun yung mga gusto ko maintindihan eh. So natutuwa ako ngayon na Marvel is still at it in their game. They're now bringing back new faces, new people, collaborations whatsoever, and it's a great time now as an adult like myself to see these things brought to life.
As an adult, not just an adult, sir. Anyway,
as an old guy,
as an old person. As a golden age person, not you share my interest with no equal with comic books, but as we've been following this story for a long time now, when you found out that Patrick Stewart was confirmed, tapos Illuminati is now confirmed, how did you react to it when you found out?
Kasi when the first trailer came out, diba, at narinig natin yung we need to tell him the truth or something like that, no? And that British accent of his, alam natin kasi si Patrick Stewart yun eh. Even though he denied at first, alam na natin eh. And most Marvel fans, MCU and the comics, most Marvel fans would say na parang kung nandiyan si Professor X at may mga kasama siya dun sa gilid niya, isa lang naman yun eh. And it's not the X-Men. Why would the X-Men become something of a judge for Stephen Strange? Hindi eh. So it's gotta be the Illuminati, and for MCU fans out there, not gatekeeping or what, no, hindi nyo kilala to si Illuminati. Kasi never pa mention to sa MCU. Never pa na-mention sa MCU. It was first mentioned way back, even before Civil War, even before House of M, and basically sabi nga dun sa description, the Illuminati is the greatest minds of the Marvel universe, And tama si Kap eh. I find it weird that bakit ngayon pa lalabas yung Illuminati without Black Panther there, without Iron Man there, without Captain America there, 'di ba? Pero ano eh, in some way kasi it's also perfect. Kasi we're dealing with the multiverse here. And dahil sa katarantaduhan na ginawa sa Loki, yung confusion na ginawa sa WandaVerse, I think this is really the perfect time para ipakilala the Illuminati. And I can't say that they'll follow all these guys, yung mga true members, like si Black Bolt. Black Bolt isn't part of the MCU. I
Not
don't
yet.
think he ever will.
He was
Unless,
supposed to, right? There was supposed to be a movie about the
pero
Inhumans.
the contract though,
Yun nga.
diba? The contract though, but still, sino kaya ang magiging Illuminati doon? Who are these variants? Will Supreme Iron Man be there?
Yeah.
Will nasa isip ko Coach Carter. Will Captain Carter be there? You know, I mean, sobrang daming opportunities. Sobrang daming speculations eh. But you know, I'm very happy.
Possibilities.
Sobrang daming possibilities, but I'm very happy kasi nga they'll be showing the Illuminati. It is weird that they chose this time, but it's also the perfect time dahil with the Illuminati branches out a lot more opportunities, a lot more stories. Secret Wars,
Yeah.
Secret Invasion, diba? Dami dyan. Phoenix Force, dami.
Ay!
So there's a lot of things that can happen. Kaya, bravo. I'm excited to watch Multiverse of Madness.
For fans out there of the MCU who are not really familiar with the Illuminati is what Noch said. It's composed of Professor Xavier,
Yep.
Namor, right? The Atlantean, Namor.
Fantastic Four, Reed Richards.
Mr. Fantastic, which is Reed Richards. You have Black Bolt, the Inhuman King. You also have obviously si Black Panther, which
For
is
a time. Pero
for a time.
hindi siya talaga sumali.
Right.
Captain America also for a time.
Yeah, but they wiped his memory because he's too
Oo.
good to be in the Illuminati. And by the way, their job in the comics is to decide on certain global scale things.
Actually,
In fact,
they were also involved in the Infinity Gauntlet. Kaya kasi if you've read the comics, no, before House of M, the end was the story, and before the end, nung time na kinukuha na ni Thanos yung Infinity Stones, he knew where to get them. He knew where to get them kasi during the Infinity Wars, so alam naman natin na nanalo yung heroes, diba? The Illuminati gathered with Captain America, and pinag-uusapan nila kung anong gagawin sa Infinity Stone and the Infinity Gauntlet. And sabi nga nila, parang the power that we can use here, diba? Sobrang powerful na ito, ganyan. And I mean, Captain America, being Captain America, was so against the fact na you're going to have all this power, diba? Power consumes your mind, ganyan. Up to the point na tinanggal siya sa Illuminati, wipes, diba? Mind wipe, and then the rest of the Illuminati decided, okay, may point naman si Captain America, may point siya doon. Ito na lang gawin natin. Pag hiwa-hiwalay natin yung stones, kukunin ko tong stone na to, Reed sa'yo to, Professor X sa'yo to. Kaya if you were reading the comics, tapos nabasa mo yung The Black Order, yun. They were hunting for the stones, and they were going straight and Carter to all the Illuminati members,
diba?
Reed Richards, Professor X, no, lahat yan, Black Bolt. You know, they were successful. That's it. Grabe.
Right. Well, you know, as fans, we're very much looking forward to how it plays out. I think I look forward to Multiverse of Madness the most because of the sheer number of possibilities that I might see a lot of fan service, and I think it's a huge fan service movie waiting to happen. So yeah, man, let's wait up for it to happen. And let's see how it goes. Let's see how this Illuminati forms up and how they dictate and sway the course of the MCU Phase 4. So, may mga Moon Knight pa, may Blade pa, and all that stuff all waiting to happen in the future. And there you go. Those are our 3 news for the evening. Let us know what you think of those bits that we just reported to you. Just put them in the comment section below.
Hello?
Ay mga kaibigan, mukhang nawala si BJ at So anyway, comment down kung ano yung sa tingin yung what can we expect sa multiverse of madness. Sobrang daming pwedeng mangyari dyan. Sabi nga ni BJ, it's very good fan service.
Oh, kasi parang ano to eh.
Something
Yan.
Anyayari?
At yun na nga po. Medyo naputol tayo ng kaunti dyan, mga kapatid.
Ay, hello? Are we back?
Yeah,
No.
we are back. Ikaw rin na wala.
Ay, okay na wala. Okay, sorry.
Oh, we got cut there. So you bring us back, my friend.
I will bring you back right now. Ayan.
Yun!
So, hi! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Friday. Mag-i-intro na naman tayo. sorry, nahulog eh. Pero another thing dropped over the internet over the past, actually just this morning. Have you guys heard of Harry Potter? Harry Potter is coming in with a hot new game. And I was clearly surprised with it. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, and maybe we could watch it together. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the halls of the school, your favorite part of the school time. We go to the Nerditorium. Welcome to the film screening of Harry Potter. Are you ready, Captain Mike?
Yeah, hold on. We are, playing the clip. And we are going to start lang. Check lang natin Kasi alam mo naman, even pag nagpe-prepare ka ng film showing, alam mo na.
Merong awkward pause for the viewers to settle in. Get your popcorns. Make sure you go to the comfort room. This is going to be a really quick 15-minute view of the first view of its gameplay, of its trailer, of what do we expect from Hogwarts Legacy. That's the latest Harry Potter game. I haven't had a Harry Potter game. I haven't heard of one even in a long time. Kayo ba? Kailan ba yung huling Harry Potter game nyo na? I distinctly remember PlayStation 3 pa yata or 2, I think.
Oo nga eh. Pero ako, ang pinaka-naalala ko lang really the games that were based on the movies.
Right? And then there's this odd Quidditch game. That odd sports game. Yeah. Okay, are we ready, sir?
Yeah, we are ready.
Should I play na?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yung may sasabi. Okay. Okay na. Sige, go. May narinig ba kayo, mga kapatid?
Wala pa.
Yan. Narinig na kayo?
Si Cap parang director talaga. No audio. Start again.
Sorry po.
Lumos.
Oh. Is that an Asian guy? That looks like an Asian dude.
It is.
Well, he is.
Mukhang Pinoy pa nga eh.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Oh, parang Monster Hunter. So it's not about Harry Potter.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy.
Actually, hindi pa nga natin alam kung ano
You're a
yung
new
plot.
student at the famed School of Witchcraft
And
and
we don't
Wizardry
even know the
with a
connection
unique ability
between
to
this and the
manipulate
book.
powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world.
Aside from, of
You'll
course,
need to
Hogwarts.
uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
There you go. Customization.
Grabe, no?
When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Parang bully, no?
Class.
Actually, I was gonna say bully. I was gonna
Please
say
welcome the
bully.
newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
It is similar to bully.
You may begin.
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here, you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries.
So I hope they
You'll
show
discover
the old
dungeons and
characters.
secret passageways, as well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic
Dobby.
locations you've never been able.
At yun na nga, nag-post na si William. Okay. Nawala yung audio ni William for some reason. Yo, William, you good? Sino, nandiyan ka pa, diba?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Okay, so this takes place
You'll come
before
to know
Harry
this
Potter.
eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum, ones designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Lumos.
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding
Tapos
Hogwarts.
lumabas Elden Ring
Magical
pala.
abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Goblins?
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of
Why would
so
you
much
fight
more than people
goblins?
realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins,
Oh, what the fuck?
and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
It has a very fantastic beasts and where to find them kind of vibe.
Agree.
Serious plan.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities,
that's some Dark
including
Souls
blasting
shit right
curses,
there.
stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes. Counterattack with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations. Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Grabe, no? Parang daming spells.
Oo nga eh.
Slam with Descendo.
Descendo.
Roast with Incendio.
Incendio.
Devastate your enemies using various finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes. Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
Oh, I'm sensing multiplayer.
Yeah, I am. I am sensing multiplayer there. Pero mamaya.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic.
Nice. I'm loving it.
You can
right
also
now.
loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
They really doubled down on the fucking world building here. Really.
Yeah.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite. You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies. Your own magical gear. In Beast class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
This is open world too.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
What happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin
We've been over this, boy. Triple cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular
Holy
gathering
shit,
areas.
they really did the fucking school.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
Tangina. This beats
One of the most
Fantasy
remarkable
15 by a
secrets of
long shot.
Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement. You're introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides it for you.
How long have they been making this piece of shit?
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear.
2020, in-announce eh.
Okay.
Supposedly dapat marirelease siya ng 2021.
A helpful health elf named Deek helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it?
Deek isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
It's like they put the Fantastic Beasts and the Harry Potter universe together.
Well, yung Fantastic Beasts kasi is part
Not everything
really
you
of
need on your journey
the
is
Potter
available at
universe.
Hogwarts.
Oh,
You'll want
but
to visit
now
the nearby wizarding
it's
village
all in
of
one
Hogsmeade,
thing.
where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies
Oh,
you
you can even
require.
go to fucking town.
From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear. But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards emboldened by the turmoil of the times wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories
Yeah,
to
that's
tell,
right. This is like the first game on PlayStation
and missions
1.
with which they could use your assistance.
But sent to
Be on the
overdrive.
lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their
fucking
traps.
meerkats
If you're
right here.
feeling benevolent,
See,
you
that's
can
the
rescue
same bag
them
he was
and
using.
restore them to health in the Room of Requirement.
Hippogriffs.
But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well.
How big is
Dungeons and
this?
vaults hold perilous threats
fucking
and
huge
also
world.
untold rewards.
I swear to God.
Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path. Master spells. Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen
Hippogriff.
before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
Also known as Elden Ring 2. Son of a bitch. This is
Okay.
I mean, I understand that it's a long fucking show to begin with. I mean, let me just mute it down for you guys a little bit, but holy fucking crap, that's a huge world. The first thing that I would say about this is the world is huge, and I hope it's not empty, but there's so many things to do. You can craft, you can cook, you can fucking fight tame animals, fight wizards. Grabe, laki. I hope they do this to other games. Like I hope they do this to Dragon Age. Pero sige, let's start off with Chino first. You're the guy who's playing Elden Ring that I know apart from my brother. How do you see this game and what does this make you feel?
Parang ano
Hindi
eh,
sumagot.
nakakatakot eh. Nakakatakot eh. You know, at sobrang daming pwedeng gawin. Sobrang daming pwedeng gawin, sobrang laki ng world. 'Di ba? Parang napaka-immersive lang ng mundo. To the point na baka hindi siya talaga immersive. Alam mo 'yun? It's like Cyberpunk 2077. Sabi nila sobrang immersive ng mundo, pero when you're there, wala ka naman talaga ibang gagawin eh. Alam mo 'yun? So, I hope hindi mangyari siya dito. Yun yung sa akin. Kasi it would be a very big disappointment. I mean, the spells is one thing, seeing these spells and the effects is one thing, pero it's another when you're promised immersion. Pero
Tapos empty yung world, no?
there isn't much.
Right. Ang weird lang kasi although I know napagalitan pa ako ng kapatid ko. Yeah, I know Fantastic Beasts is part of it. I'm just saying it's like putting those two movies together in one run. It's just the world building here is the first thing that took me by surprise. Ikaw ba, Captain Mike? Well, what do you think about this game?
If I'm gonna be honest, I've yung feel na to, sabi nila dun sa chat, it's bully with better graphics. Pero kung ako tatanungin, this is more of a open world na parang yung let me just take you guys back to real quick dun sa game na paborito ko, Tom Clancy's The Division. You start off with a customized character. You have one objective. Eliminate the opponent. Ganun na lang gawin natin. And you have to go through those either you do it by yourself or you do it with your team. Tapos along the way you collect items along the way, you collect weapons along the way, you meet people along the way. Only difference is yung sa Division and its expanding story, all are done by foot. So, bakit ko sinabi to? In comparison to this feels multiplayer. Pwede ka mag-traverse using the storylines, create your own magic and pero at the same time, maybe hindi lang ikaw mag-isa maglalaro nito. You can be like with a friend. Nasabay kayo magtatraverse dito. Pwede kayong magbuo ng isang team. Kasi the way they switch one scene to another, I can imagine the huge file size this game will have. Tapos kasama na dun yung first day bugs na tinatawag natin. Sorry PlayStation, it happens to you, 'di ba? So yung mga games sila doon started up with first day bugs.
Remember, this is on alpha. This is in alpha. So definitely malaki pa yung mababago dyan.
Pero and for a company that made which is Avalanche Software, kasi may Avalanche Studios, their history plays Disney Infinity games, Toy Story games. They even made Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 for Sega Genesis, and that's only a handful of games na yung iba hindi ka pa familiar. So seeing that progress from back then, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 to now na ganito nakaganda yung gameplay, I see a lot of promise here. I wanna see the final product. I wanna see how the story would look like.
Right. Well, this is definitely something to look forward to. I mean, Harry Potter has always been a huge thing in the movies and especially in the books. I know we've been following it. I'm not a huge fan of it, although I did watch the entire series. Pero it's not really that I like it. I'm not a fan, but I like it. And then the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I also watched that. Right now, I think there's a new movie coming out. It's Dumbledore, The Secrets of Dumbledore, I think. And yes, tama si Joshua, he said that this is going to be coming out on PC too, as well. So we'll see
Switch
how it
also.
works.
Going to be
Right,
released for the Switch.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see where this game takes us. I think that the way that the games are taking their paths now and how to make a game on video games is the way to go. Maganda, it's a rich place. And tama si Noch, they promise immersion. All they have to do is to deliver. If you have a super massive open world with great localized areas and even other parts of the map are all available for you to see, and you don't have much stuff to do, that's ultimately going to kill it. But if what this trailer says is true, then by God, this is a fun game to play. I think this is going to take a lot of hours to to finish.
And all ages are covered. Hindi lang to pang matanda lang na game. Such as in the Tom Clancy's The Division. This can be played by kids up to adults. So I see that as a good thing. So I'm crossing my fingers. Please do well. No first day bugs. Ayun naman sa akin.
Will you be buying this game off of PlayStation when it comes out day one though? Are you guys gonna buy it? Day one?
Maybe.
Is this worthy of a day one purchase?
For PC, pag lumabas na yung PC niya, yes.
Promise mo yan, ha? Ikaw, Noch.
I don't know. Hindi ko alam eh. I'm still skeptical about it eh. Kasi, ang daming pwedeng mangyari, di ba? Ang daming pwedeng gawin eh. And, nakakatakot eh. I mean, if you remember yung Skyrim never announced anything as big as this. They announced crafting, they announced ganyan, diba? Open world, yada. But they didn't show it similar to this, na talagang pinakita nila kung ano yung pwede mong gawin. And when Skyrim launched and everyone played it, sobrang nagulat sila. Sobrang immersive ng mundo. You can meet plenty of NPCs, different characters, different lore. So parang ganun yung feel ko dito eh. Kasi the universe of Harry Potter is so rich with lore na pag pinagsama mo yung books, tapos pinagsama mo pa yung story of the Fantastic Beasts, which was actually a prequel for the Harry Potter books. Sobrang laki, diba? Sobrang laki, and I'm hoping they can really deliver.
True. And this brings us to yet another form of reminiscence. You know, we get to enjoy things that are not created newly in this time, but you know, it's being brought back again and again. It has no mention of Harry Potter or any of the characters. They didn't mention any names in this trailer, so definitely we're going to be looking forward to that, and hopefully there will be some sort of deliverance. And this better not be another case of over communication and under delivery.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's better to do the opposite. Actually, it's always better to do the opposite. Always better to under communicate and then just over deliver. Kesa say you build up a lot of hype and then nasayang. You know, like
that's why Skyrim, even after years of its launch, nilalaro pa rin siya, and moderators love the hell out of Skyrim.
Correct. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this session, this episode of Nerditorium. We're actually going to be uploading this separately, so if you guys want to watch the Nerditorium segments out on YouTube, we'll be uploading them for you guys to enjoy and how we react to these videos that we have there. Before we move on to our main spotlight for this evening, I just want to read out some of the comments while people were watching the Harry Potter. Hindi pala, it's not right to call it Harry Potter. Hogwarts Legacy. Sabi ni Joshua, this is set in 1800. You'll probably only see a few characters from the books and the movies. That's true. So it's probably not even the ones that we are familiar with. Sabi ni Stanley, that's it. I like it on Harry Potter. Yung gumagalaw yung mga picture or newspaper. Oh, creepy yun, pare. Word. So word. But you can do that now, you know, in today's technology. JM Calimosa says, it's interesting. PvP. Yan, okay sana kung PvP tapos pwede PvP build ng character malawaw. That's a good idea. You know, you can build your own character, you build your own witch or wizard, and then you can duke it out. Tapos may meta yung build, no? Yun ang nakakatakot eh. Baka may meta yung build ng wizard.
Can somebody in the chat, by the way, tell me how many spells are there in the Harry Potter universe?
You've got to be fucking kidding me. The entire evening is not enough to cover it.
Oh, yun. So, if that's the case, imagine mo if all of those are, imagine mo kung lahat yun nung spells na yun.
I'm sure lahat yun nandyan, and which adds to Chino's speculation that you have all of these choices, but the options to use them may or may not be there. You have your Expecto Patronums, you have your Ridiculous, you have your Alohomora, your Wingardium Leviosa, and napakarami niyan. And tapos hindi mo magamit yung kalahati nun. That would be a disappointment. No? Sayang. Sabi ni JM, I hope na may instances or dungeons for 5-man parties or 20-man. Oo, no? Puta, raid, pare. Nasang kalaban nyo yung malaking spider. Pangalan nun, there's this huge spider na inaalagaan. Malapit. Yung malapit sa bahay ni Hagrid. Yung goodbye, friend of Hagrid. Nakakatakot yung gagamba na yun. Glenn Alden Alcina says, yep, because it's so big, it might lose the Harry Potter essence. If it turns out to be an alternate Dark Souls, disappointing naman.
Yeah.
Maganda siguro kung may connection siya post Deathly Hallows or somewhere in the middle. I think it should be coming in before even
kasi
Fantastic Beasts.
Nakaset siya ng 1800s eh. So definitely it might be na hindi siya connected totally to the books that we know, the movies that we've watched, especially Fantastic Beasts. We might be able to see a few characters here and there, yung mga batang version ni Dumbledore, I guess. I don't know kung buhay na siya by then. Pero definitely this is something new. We have yet to see a plot. They haven't told us whatever it is. Diba? Wala pang information about it. So, I mean, I doubt it's going to be connected heavily to the books. I mean, aside from the universe itself.
Yeah. Well, again, looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the next trailer. Hopefully they'll talk more about the plot. But yeah, I had a great time. I would give it a round of applause right after. It was a fun trailer to watch.
It was for me yan yung isa sa mga trailers sa parang na-convince, parang close na niya ma-convince ako na bilhin siya because of what it can do.
Pinramis mo yan on live puta, bilhin mo yan.
Oo, kasi
bilhin mo
talaga.
Kasi may mga games
on Herport this port from henceforth forward.
Kasi may mga
Captain
games
Mike will buy this game.
Kasi may
tapos
mga games na
niya.
diba? Got my attention but not convinced me to buy it. This is one of those games na got my attention and will buy it.
Talaga. Nakanote yan, BJ
Recorded live in front.
Holiday 2022. So basically that's the third or fourth quarter of the year.
Right?
We'll see a Captain Mike. We'll see a Captain Mike stream. But other things that are ayun, sabi ni Joshua, the spider is Aragog. Yan. Some spells are even covered in the books. The Flipendo knockback jinx was introduced in the PS1 game, for example. Oh, tama yan. Yan, kasi pothead yan. Potterhead pala.
Tama, pothead.
Pothead. He is a potter head. He's Potterhead.
It took me a while to kind of absorb what you just said. And doon nag-register na. Tapos naisip ko si Trix.
Potterhead yan. But apart from Harry Potter and Hogwarts, something that we want to celebrate right now with you guys hanging out here as with G is that in celebration of the release of the latest of the greatest comic book character movies of all time. And that is, without a doubt, so far in the news today, raking in $500 million in the box office, none other than the Batman.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at its storied history all throughout movies, games, cartoons, and the films. This is G3, and you're on to our Spotlight. I just want to get started with the whole thing. I've always been a Batman fan ever since, but not looking into the comic book. So it really drove me to start enjoying Batman. Of all things, was the 1989 Tim Burton Batman. I remember when I was a kid, just to share with you guys, I remember when I was a kid, I was lying down in my lola's bedroom. And then they came home with, my mom and my uncle came home with these promotional stickers from SM Cinema. And these were this huge, and I think the stickers are still there. If you go to our house in Los Baños, one really scratched off old Batman sticker, the black and gold one, is still attached to that really old drawer ng lolo ko. And they gave it to me as you know, sticker, laruin mo. And I decided to stick it on to my lolo's drawer. And I've always been fascinated by the colors, the shiny gold on the pitch black. And when I saw the Tim Burton movie, I was blown away because holy fucking shit, this is not the Batman I was watching on TV. You know, the Batman I was watching on TV was blue and gray and campy. And holy smokes, Batman. Robin was not there. And then I was surprised when I saw Jack fucking Nicholson on as Joker, which didn't really register to me at the time kasi bata pa ako, pero by God was he a creepy ass Joker.
Holy ghost of goblins, Batman.
Diba? And it's so far away from that, but that really got me into the whole, you know, I'm Batman, sort of darker version of the Cape Crusader. And lo and behold, back from 1989 actually not before that day, from the 1940s all the way to 2022, there have been at least a minimum of 22 movies, live action stuff that have been produced specifically for Batman alone. You know, that level of dedication and enamouredship to the silver screen and to the TV, to cartoons, it's crazy. And we want to talk about that. We want to talk about the whole fact, and we want to take a look back at how Batman conquered everything else outside of the comic books. I want to start off with a question with you guys. Captain Mike, being the eldest of everyone, anong paborito mo?
Okay.
What was your earliest memory of non-comic book Batman? Yeah.
Batman Adam West.
Yes. Proud
ako kasi, alam mo yon, yung with the lack of special effects, with the lack of animation, there's animation in that one. We'll get into that in a bit. Back then, alam mo yon, action, yung from comics kasi to real life, that's the closest you get for a Batman, ano eh. Diba? Nakakita mo yung itsura niya. Tapos, makinakalkal nito. Hey!
Batman.
Wait. Can I ask 2 questions? Number 1, ikaw ba yung nampaprank ng anak?
No, I'm Fat Man. That's Batman. That's another universe. I'm so fat, my mouth is coming out of the thing.
And number 2, nilaban mo na ba yan?
Ay, this is latex. I don't need to wash it.
Okay, so babalik tayo dun sa Adam West Batman, ano? It's so old na hindi ko na alam kung saan channel ko siya napanood, pero seeing that back then, yung mga punch na, di ba, pagka sumuntok siya, sinuntok niya na ba si Joker o kaya si Penguin, may lalabas na pow o kaya smack, yung ganun eh. It's very very 60s eh, pag tinignan mo ngayon na perspective, ano. But
60s, that was 50s pa yata
50, 50, 60s, 70s ang feel. Pero back
talaga
then,
kunwari pa siya, you lie about what you lie.
So,
Liar. You were college back then.
So parang ganun eh. Ito isa pa to, chinilasi ko to sa Trickster. Mamaya ka sa akin, brada.
So, sabi nila, tawa ko eh. Gusto ko yung Joey De Leon, Batman and Robin. Bat Coffee and Bat Tea. Gago talaga to.
Pero isipin mo nga, yun yung first memory ko ng Batman eh. There's the comics obviously. Pero when I think of Batman, ang unang-unang na ko, may God rest his soul, Adam West is my Batman back then. Siya yung bumuhay dun sa ano eh. Kasi siya lang ang Batman na may blue yung Blue mismo tapos si Robin, usual na nakikita mo sa comics. That's the Batman I know na na-appreciate ko. Yung later Batman, I'll react to those in a bit. That's it for me.
Nice. Ikaw, Noch, I understand that you're more of a Marvel person rather than a DC guy. So, what would you say to be your favorite incarnation of non-comic book Batman? And what is your worst?
Kilala si Batman eh.
Ikaw, Noch.
Hindi ko kilala si Batman eh.
Hindi mo kilala si Batman? It's me. Ako yun. Ako talaga yun.
Hindi, ako siguro, sabihin natin kung live action movies talaga, ibang-iba pa rin talaga yung Tim Burton. I mean, that was, Michael Keaton, right? Ibang-iba talaga yon, man. I mean, yun yung first ever Batman movie na pinanood ko. And I fucking love, sobrang alala ko pa yung, the iconic logo na may nasa yellow background, di ba? Na yun lang yung makikita mo in the dead of night. And of course, Jack Nicholson as the Joker, you can't pick a better actor suited for that. Ang galing niya doon, sobrang galing. Ang galing lang, alam mo, sa totoo lang, ang galing lang talaga nung cast noon. I mean, with Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, 'di ba? Sino ba nalala ko? Nakalimutan, may isa pa akong actress na nakakalimutan eh. Pero grabe, sobrang lakas ng impact ng Tim Burton Batman.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, Kim Basinger.
Michelle Pfeiffer was in the second one, di ba?
Kim Basinger.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So you're talking about the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Kim Basinger nga.
Michael Keaton nga eh.
Okay. Yung chick.
Yun! Si Kim Basinger. Crush ko siya doon.
I knew it.
Grabe siya doon. Ang ganda niya doon. Ang ganda niya talaga. And then after that, siguro watching the other Batman iterations with Val Kilmer, George Clooney, hindi masyadong tumatak for me eh. Then came the Christian Bale era, The Dark Knight. At doon, parang sabi ko, yun yung very grungy, action-packed Batman na napanood ko eh.
Hyper-realistic kasi yung male bat, yung The Dark Knight. Super realistic.
Although maraming hindi nagkagusto sa Dark Knight. Maraming may ayaw doon. And I can see why naman. Pero para sa akin kasi the first one with Michael Keaton and then Christian Bale, yun yung talagang tumatak sa akin.
Nice. Is there one Batman incarnation in the movies that you didn't like, pare?
I didn't like? George Clooney.
Or at least George Clooney. George Clooney talaga no? I mean,
what's with the nipples?
I mean, that's the least of my problem. He has a fucking Bat credit card that says Batman Forever as a fucking expiration date. Like get fucking real, right? But you know what I have to say? Kasi ang tanong ni Stanley dito is Riddler Jim Carrey version or 2022. Well, the thing is, here's the thing. I'm a huge Batman fan, but we haven't watched The Batman. Di pa natin mapanood eh. And we're really looking forward to seeing it soon. Pero Jim Carrey, although Jim Carrey had a very unique take on Edward Nygma, one bad guy that I would say, apart from Jack Nicholson, who really took the role to a new level. But at the same time,
Sabay tayo.
Kept it very, very reminiscent of its and faithful to the character. Okay? In 3, tatlo tayo, banggit tayo
Sige.
Best portrayed bad guy.
Para sa akin Sige.
Okay. Ikaw, Kap, sabay ka. Sabay tayo.
Wait. Are we going to mention the name of the actor or yung character?
Character.
Okay.
Okay, character. So, in 3, 2, 1, go.
The Penguin!
The Penguin.
Diba? Fuck, man. Danny DeVito!
Fucking Danny
Kumain
DeVito
siya ng
eating the
isda!
fucking sardines and shit with his exploding penguins, motherfucker. You cannot deny the power of DeVito.
I mean,
Sorry, ano sinabi mo, Captain Mike? Ano sa'yo?
I said the Penguin did.
Oh, you said the Penguin. Okay. The
Even,
Penguin! The Penguin was so
you know,
cool.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze ba?
Freeze, I don't know. I didn't really like Jim Carrey.
Para siyang The Mask.
Yung Bane ni Tom Hardy. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Pero, I mean, Bane ni... Yung Bane, the Poison Ivy, nothing beats the Penguin.
Nothing beats the fucking Penguin, man.
Especially ngayon na nagsusulat siya ng story of the Penguin. It's back to comics.
Exactly. You know, I remember watching it and I saw the poster for Batman Returns for the very first time. Tapos nakita ko si Penguin. Tangina, hindi ko talaga ma-imagine na hindi siya yun. It would have to be Danny DeVito.
Diba?
Diba? Tapos yung his mannerisms, his awkward walking and all that shit. I hated the Penguin as a character, as a fan. I hated the bastard. He intensified my hate towards the Penguin. Lalo na sinubo ni Catwoman yung ibon.
Oh.
Tapos ang gagawin niya, sasaksakin niya ng umbrella na yung pusa. Diba?
Oh, that was a big jump from the Adam West Batman na Penguin noon, 'di ba? He has the big hat na hindi siya mukhang penguin. Pinoportray lang niya yung penguin or the penguin in this case.
Mainis,
pero
Bruce Wayne.
Pero
yan,
the Danny DeVito Penguin is took it to a different level Different level na you hate the guy pero at the same time meron siya, 'di ba, pinakita rin yung backstory niya doon sa movie. So ako parang siya lang nobody can change that Penguin.
Right. In terms of the characters that are developed in the movies, you know, one particular thing, and Joshua saw it too, was when they cast Mr. Freeze with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was stupid to me because they could have easily given him Bane. Bane was in the same movie.
Exactly. Oo nga eh.
Diba? Putangina. And he had to, you know what I found out about that movie was Arnold Schwarzenegger had an exact 8-hour rule, or 8 or 12, that he can only be on set for that amount of hours, no more, no less. So they had to redo all of the shoots with extras and CGI for sets that doesn't necessarily include Arnold Schwarzenegger. So in hindsight, you could have just given him Bane because Bane didn't have that much, you know, time to shine.
Wala,
in the movie
siya.
anyway.
Actually, secondary character, hindi ka nagsalita eh.
Ganun lang, and then tangin nangayayat, di ba? Parang, I swear to God, that's the whole movie thing is polarizing at best. Pero we can agree that the bad guys definitely nailed the roles better than whoever played Batman itself. One such character, sabi nga ni Joshua, I'm the guy who doesn't like the Dark Knight trilogy, lol. The only thing that I love about that is Harvey Dent, but Bane I don't like. Yeah, Harvey Dent was cool though. The Dark Knight Harvey Dent. Heath Ledger definitely reinvented the character. He reinvented the Joker character to such a degree that it was very hard to follow. And you know how Jared Leto performed as a Joker following that, right? So, but let me tell you one Joker that I like that's not in the comic book. The Joker for me, I mean, fuck everyone else. With all due respect to Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson, but the one guy who portrays the Joker for me is Mark Hamill.
Oh,
The
the animated series.
The animated series really nailed it down, even further than the movies. You know, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is Batman, and you have Mark Hamill as the Joker. And it came after Tim Burton's movie, and still it went up to such heights that it really redefined and established the animated universe for DC in general. Kasi Justice League and Superman, they were based on the animation of Batman the Animated Series. So, kayo naman, cartoons naman tayo. Sige. Of all the cartoons, sans the animated series. Wag muna natin pag-usapan yun kasi in unison na naman yun. Best cartoon animated series, always. Which cartoon depiction do you like Batman the best? Outside
Batman,
of the anime. As Batman, outside of the Batman animated series. Captain Mike.
Batman Beyond for me.
Batman Beyond.
Animated series,
Animated diba? Hindi yung 3D. Batman Beyond is a
animated nga pala, no? Yeah.
Gulat
Terry
ako.
McGinnis? Talaga? Okay. Bakit?
Nung nakita ko yung naalala ko yun kasi 'di ba they had the Batman the Animated Series Studio 23. Tapos inintroduce tong Batman Beyond. Tapos nakita ko na yung logo niya ng bat is red. Tapos medyo slim siya, medyo parang
edgier.
Oo, 'di ba?
Oo.
Sabi ko, tapos nakita syempre yung mga action scenes noon has more futuristic stuff dahil nga doon sa timeline na yon. Natuwa ako kasi parang a cooler high-tech version na Batman. Kasi we know Batman has the big guy, alam mo yun, na medyo rough on their edges. Ito kasi parang feeling ko may mga pa-smooth moves na tong si Batman Beyond eh. Kaya yun yung naano ko, yun yung for me tumatak sa akin.
Which is not very far from the Batman animated series, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be taking after the story. It happens after the story of the new adventures of Batman, which is also Batman animated. Ikaw, Noch, which cartoon Batman on TV did you love did you also like apart from the original animated series?
Ang naabutan ko talaga, the thing that I most really watched is yung Batman animated series. Although di ko pa napapanood yung Brave and the Bold, sabi nga nila maganda raw. Pero then again, I wasn't able to get around to watching it. Pero definitely yung animated series, yun yung talagang umano sa akin tumatak sa akin Specifically, of course, yung connection niya with Batman the Mask of the Phantasm.
Naku po.
Kasi ilang beses ko pinanood yun. Ilang beses ko siya pinanood.
Wow, there's ilang beses mo pinanood. What got your attention?
Kasi nga paborito at the time, paborito ko nga, isa sa mga paborito ang Batman animated series. Pero nung pinanood ko sa yung Phantasm kasi, ang ganda ng story niya. I mean, the twist, the twist in the end. Yun yung hindi mo makakalain Nung bata ka. Kaya napanood mo na ba yun, Cap? Yung Mask of the Phantasm?
I have it.
You have not watched Mask of the Phantasm?
No.
Really?
Kasi yun yung mga kasi sobrang dami ng Batman na I mean, na-stuck ako dun sa era na sige, the Batman na animated.
Pasensya na nagtatrabaho na po si Captain Mike no kaya pensionado na kasi siya ng mga panahon.
Hindi, nagtatrabaho na ako doon. You stop it right there.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Pero really, tama si Noche. There really isn't anything else to compare it to because the animated series really set the bar. Whatever followed that would always be compared to it because that's where it all started. In relation to what you said about the Brave and the Bold, it's really more of the Silver Age Batman. Sabi nga ni Joshua, it's the Silver Age depiction of Batman. Now, yung sinabi ni Captain Mike na Batman Beyond with Terry McGinnis, it's, sabi ni Joshua, Return of the Joker movie from the Batman Beyond. Kasi yung putragis na movie na yon is almost the same level as Mask of the Phantasm, because the twist in the end was you realize that it was Robin. The Joker was actually Tim. It was Tim Drake, right? That was the Tim Drake Robin. Na tinwist the Joker that he came back. The Return of the Joker. It was awesome. It was an awesome title. Which then spawned a video game. There's actually a video game for Batman and Beyond: The Return of the Joker. And when you mention video games, the most recent Batman outing on video games is the Arkham series, which is phenomenal to say the least. A lot of people are saying that Arkham, the fourth one, Arkham Knight, was the worst in the series. Tama ba? Would you guys say so too?
Hindi ko pa na-play yung yung...
Hindi ko pa napapanood yung Arkham Knight eh. Oh, no, sorry. Are you talking about the video game?
The video game.
The video game. Talking about the video game. Yeah. They're saying that Arkham Knight is the weakest of the series. So you have Arkham Asylum, Arkham...
I don't think... I don't know. Kasi I've played all the Batman game, yung Arkham series, and I'm actually replaying it again. I just finished Origins. Para sa akin, Origins yung pinaka hindi ko nagustuhan.
Talaga? Why?
It was dragging for me.
This is the younger Batman, right? This is the younger Batman.
Yung medyo pa siya, bata-bata pa siya.
Oo. Kasi they killed him off na in Arkham City. Tama, Arkham City patay na siya eh. And then Arkham Arkham
No,
Knight,
Gotham Knights ang patay na siya. Yung upcoming.
But that's an upcoming game. But they killed him off in Arkham Knight. That's when he died. Tama, against Scarecrow, right? Wait, sorry if I'm spoiling.
Scarecrow was Arkham City.
That was Arkham City. Okay. Sorry. All right. Ito sabi ni Stanley. Question, which let me preface first. Batman is such a unique character that he's all dark, brooding, super strategic, super quiet, man of few words, but he fucking blends into everything else. Imagine he's showing up in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. That was fucking ridiculously. That was sick, dude. Yeah. There was oh shit. Hold on to your butts, man. Batman had a crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because they're now effectively part of the DC universe, right? And he fought Shredder one-on-one. Putang ina. Ang bangis ng fight scene nila, pare.
Okay.
I mean, at first Shredder kind of won. But I'm not to spoil anything too much. You have to watch it because it really cements the Turtles as part of the DC universe. Like really. And he had a special banter with Raphael. Kasi Raphael was like his I'm just guessing he's seeing them as his many Robins. Like Leonardo is the Dick Trey. This is the Dick Grayson. Raphael is more
Jason
of
Todd.
the Jason Todd. Donatello was the Tim Drake. And then I couldn't say Damian Wayne. No, probably not. Michelangelo would definitely be Kelly. Yung sa Dark Knight, yung sa Dark Knight Returns, sorry.
I'm gonna watch that Batman and the Teenage TMNT things. Kasi nagulat ako na parang, there was. In Stanley noted that. Sabi ko, meron pala.
You know what else? What other fucking zany crossovers he made? If you think Teenage Mutant Turtles is fucking ridiculous, try Scooby-Doo. Kasi di ba Hanna-Barbera yan sila dati?
Oh, right. I've heard of it. Pero parang I've heard of it in passings, pero sabi ko baka mamaya fan-made lang.
No, man, that's the real thing. Fucking Batman went. They had to help Batman solve it's the criminal, right? And the Joker was there, the Penguin was there. That was your standard Scooby-Doo na Scooby-Doo, where are you? Tapos si Batman lumilipad-lipad nagtatrapis.
There are so many things I have not watched na interesting. I mean, akala ko the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the interesting part. Scooby-Doo. I mean,
nakakatawa yung yung alala niyo yung kay Adam West, yung talaga gano'n sa building. Ginawa rin sa cartoons yun eh.
Oh,
Lap trip
side
eh.
view sila. But speaking of Adam West, Adam West really started to, and with all due respect to everything else, it really started the whole pop culture immersion for Batman. Doon medyo sumikat talaga si Batman as a pop culture icon. Sure, he has a fucking anti-shark repellent spray in his utility belt and he's zany like that. But that really, totoo yun. There was a scene where he was trying to get up a helicopter and a fucking shark was trying to bite him in the ass. Sprays it with the anti-shark repellent. Ini-spray niya na gano'n. Umalis yung shark. Pare. Si Batman, Brad.
Back then, may makakaisip ba ng ganong klaseng technology noon? Back then, as a superhero? No. Diba?
Correct. Ayan, sabi ni Josh, Batman meets the Mask. There's also a Mask crossover. There's also a Spawn crossover in the comic books though. But one thing that I really liked about the Batman series now, apart from the movies, is the animated movies. I've seen a lot of them like Justice League Dark, Batman, napanood yun yung Court of Owls, yung Batman versus Robin, yung kalaban ni si Damian Wayne.
No, not for me.
Oh, there's so many good animated movies out there, man. Like one such animated movie that he was prominently featured, yung backstory niya was Son of Batman when Damian Wayne was introduced. Court of Batman versus Robin, yun yung Court of Owls. But did you know that there's a follow-up to Mask of the Phantasm? And that's Batman Sub-Zero. And this was all because the whole the whole animated series was so popular for an episode with Mr. Freeze that it won an Emmy Award that they had to make a movie out of it. So it came out in 1998. It wasn't as popular, it wasn't as good. Pero talagang tama si Chino no sinabi niyang Mask of the Phantasm was just fantastic when it was made. Saan mo pinanood yun? Noch? The first time.
I was in Brunei. Well, I was still in Brunei at the time. VHS ata.
Brings back a lot of memories, no? The Mask of the Phantasm. And the Joker was fucking strong there too. You know, Mark Hamill did quite the fucking performance as Joker there. Now let me ask you, sige, let me ask you. With your exposure to the rest of the Batman series, the movies, the TV, the video games, how do you foresee, what are your speculations on how good this new movie is coming out? Like the Batman 2022.
Kwento ko na muna to mabilis. I was in an event last weekend, and they were talking about the Batman 2022. I haven't watched it, and they were saying they cannot get passed by the new Batman now because
what do you mean?
They see him more as a vampire than a bat, if you know what I mean.
Because of Robert Pattinson
maputlang
and his sparkly past.
Someone even said siya daw yung maputlang Batman.
Mukha daw siyang emo. With his hair.
Right? Well, there was a Batman issue na medyo mahaba yung book ni Bruce Wayne. Pero, well, okay, let me ask you both. Do you think he's gonna do justice eventually like Batfleck?
Okay,
Ikaw, Chino, palagay mo.
Ako. Didn't even go there. Let me drink when you said that.
Sige. So okay, guys, Batfleck was given the opportunity. He did his job in the movies. And now you have Robert Pattinson. Do you think Robert Pattinson will be a more successful Batman than Batfleck? Or will it be always will Ben Affleck be a better Batman?
I've never really liked Ben Affleck as Batman. Kahit ano pang sabihin ng mga ibang tao dyan, di ba? Pero again, I haven't watched the Batman, yung bago, so I can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
Pero ang masasabi ko lang dyan is, I've watched Ben Affleck's depiction of Bruce Wayne and Batman, and I didn't really like it. Hindi ko talaga nagustuhan. I mean, if we go into
what is
details,
it? What is it about Batfleck that you didn't like in particular? Sige.
Well, for one, ginawa niyang comedian si Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
And secondly, alam mo yun, masyado siyang naging he depended on more on his gadgets than his fighting skill. He was supposed to be one of the best fighters in the DC universe.
Na secondary lang yung skill, yung ano mo yung equipment mo
Utility is that. The utility belt is that. Just for utility. Pero, take that out, talagang lalaban si Batman. I didn't really see him there. Hindi ko masyado siyang, matokis siya masyado as a Batman.
And he was carrying a gun, no? He was carrying a rifle. No?
Which makes it weirder.
Right. Ramdam ko yung sama ng loob din kay Batman.
Alam mo, if we get into details on the DCEU, medyo matagal-tagal na usapan ito. Let's not bring in the Flash here.
Okay. Sige. Ikaw naman, Captain Mike. Do you think Robert Pattinson would be a better Batman than Batfleck, or would he eventually find the success just as Ben Affleck?
I wanna see,
by some people's standards.
I wanna see the movie para masabi ko na yes, na he may have a, right now as it stands, he has a better chance than Batfleck kasi I mean, medyo slim tong taong to, medyo mukhang may moves naman tong si Pattinson, but I still wanna see the movie kasi may mga friends and mentors ako na who love Batman, and they were giving it a 10 out of 10. They were giving like 10 out of 10, tapos they were like saying stuff within the movie. So, roll up kaagad ako para hindi ko na makita. Kasi I wanna watch it then. I wanna see, kasi nagkaroon ako ng poor impression dun sa Batfleck. Nagkaroon din ako ng kaya nung nagkaroon din ako ng poor impression nung nakita ko yung trailer, because siya nga daw yung maputlang Batman, pero again, I wanna see how he'll work out.
Okay.
So crossing my fingers.
Now, what can you say about the current state of the Riddler right now? The current baddie in the Batman is the Riddler, obviously, and he is made to look similarly to how the Zodiac Killer was. He was portrayed as the Zodiac Killer. They drew heavy inspirations from him, and all his symbols and his codes and all that. Even to the way that he looks, he wears like a green suit of some sort. How do you react to that, knowing that the Riddler, that's probably the most extreme the Riddler looked so far, as opposed to Jim Carrey's Riddler, as opposed to the original Riddler in the Adam West days and even in the cartoons?
Can I just say,
it's very sleek, very clean cut, but this guy's baggy with all the patches and all that. What did you think about that, Noch?
Sorry, ano ulit yung question? I'm reading
Riddler.
up on...
What do you feel about Riddler? The current incarnation of Riddler right now. Na napakalayo niya sa normal portrayal ni Riddler. And Riddler is always sleek, clean cut, very smart looking. This time is this dude with patches, Zodiac Killer vibes and all that. How do you feel about that?
Why not? Kasi nga emo si Bruce Wayne. Hindi, for me kasi, it really depends. Different different depictions yan tawa ka pa.
Kasi may point ka doon sa sinabi mo, and you said emo kasi si Batman, so emo din si Riddler. So parang this is a more emo Batman movie.
Kasi yung perception natin ni Riddler was from either the past movies or the comics. O weird nga ni Jim Carrey, di ba? Ano pa siya nun, tracksuit pa nun. Na green, di ba? Weird. Tapos yung hair niya was red or blood orange or something like that. Anyway, yun yung pagkakilala natin kay Riddler eh. Di ba? And something new comes along. Ngayon, mukha masyang grungy na parang hindi siya matalinong, more strategic than smart. Kasi si Enigma kasi was smart eh.
Right.
And yung depiction ata nitong bagong Riddler nito was more witty. Street smart kind of guy. Na parang ang dami niya ng experience with all these cars and everything. So, I mean, like I said, I can't really say much because I haven't really watched it. I can't say kung talagang maganda yung naging depiction niya. I have to really watch it to say my piece. But, tulad nga na sinasabi nila, don't knock it till you try it. Diba? So, tingnan natin.
Don't knock it till you try it. Spoken like a true pillow talker, huh?
kaya ako, I won't say anything bad or good for that matter. Dun sa Batman movie. I really want to watch it first before I say anything. Kung napanood ko na siya, malalaman nyo. Kilala nyo naman ako eh, diba? We were also hyped up with that fucking Mortal Kombat reboot. And then, nung pinanood na natin yun, I can't even,
you kept on cursing till the end of time.
Wala siyang mabanggit na mabuti dun sa Mortal Kombat. Okay. All right. Well, I get it. And I totally understand because we really have nothing much to go on if we haven't experienced the entire thing. So we're really looking forward to watching it. But I'd like to do like an overall ranking for
set it
if you
up for
remember,
this.
Let's do a tier list of all the Batman movies lang. Kasi pare pag sinama natin yung cartoons, animated series and movies, tapos yung video games, abutin tayo mga next week. Mga 3 podcast po, di pa to tapos. Kasi wala pa dun yung away eh. So what we want to do right now is we want to put together a tier list of all the Batman movies ever since before, right before the Batman. So every live action depiction of Batman, the way that was told, the way that he was portrayed, how the stories were narrated. And I want to do a tier list and with you guys. And let's see, overall, I think I know what the best one is already. But I'm just curious. I want to see what you're going to put at the bottom. So, Captain Mike, if you're ready, let's do a standard tier list of the movies.
So, people are looking at the Batman movies except Justice League tier list maker natin ngayon dyan. So, I made it simple, no? In our last Marvel MCU tier list, masyado tayo maba yung categories. We had a hard time choosing which one. So, I made it simpler. With the 12 movies, it's either yes, maybe, or no.
Napakadaya mo! Sige, go!
Hindi. Kasi
ayaw na away ni Captain.
Hindi. Kasi iilan lang naman yung movies, diba?
Okay, so sabagay.
If we're gonna put the animated series and the siguro yung tier list na yun, magiging 10 pa yan, o magiging 6 pa yan from worst to least, diba? Parang ganon. So we made it simpler for everyone. I believe you guys have the copy of it already. Send ko sa sisilipin ko lang to.
You can guide us through. So what I would suggest is, since you're presenting it to the people, and guys in the chat room, you throw in yours. So the categories as set by Captain Mike are just yes, no, or maybe. Yes being
walang kolyang socks.
Wala, that's it. Walang kolyang socks. That's it. So
yes, no, or yes, maybe, or no. Ganun in order.
Yes is like it's a good movie. It's one of the good movies. Maybe is where you're undecided and stuff. Maybe right down the middle or so. And then no is that you don't like this movie.
Habang nag-iisip kayong dalawa dyan, I also need to let everyone know na we threw in a quick poll lang naman sa group about do you see promise in Batman 2022? And 100% of them said no.
Talaga? Holy shit, really? You guys have no good expectation of that movie? Fuck, I want to watch it now too.
I have a feeling na they agree with me when I said yan yung pinakamaputlang Batman sa buong roster.
Sabagay, tama naman din. Like Bruce Wayne is a little bit tan, but this guy's not. Okay, so Captain Mike, why don't you start asking us from the latest tayo. Ay, well, let's move back.
Talaga
Kasi
naman.
medyo understandable na yung una. So, you mentioned the latest movie and Noch and I will tell you where we want to put it and then you tell us where you want to put it. Okay. Sige,
so,
start.
Start tayo with backwards though. So we will go with Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice.
No.
I'd put it on a no.
Yeah.
Ano sa'yo, Chino?
No din siya.
Okay, good. No, it's a no for me. Ikaw, Cap.
It's a no for me. Kasi nga naman.
Okay.
Why the hell? Parang hindi ko nakita yung, para siyang robot. Alam mo yung ganun? Parang wala na siyang
in-explain mo pa talaga yung decision mo, ha?
Oh, you know what? You go first, Captain Mike. And let's see how we will see. Ikaw muna. Okay, fine. Batman versus Superman? No. Agree? No. Okay. Lagyan mo yan sa no. Okay. Sige. Captain Mike, what's next?
Okay. So, we're going backwards. So, that would be the 2012 Batman The Dark Knight.
2012?
2012. Sorry naman. The Dark Knight Rises.
What's your answer first? This is Bane.
Bane, diba? Right?
This is Bane. What's your answer, Captain?
I would say it's a no. It's a maybe. Kasi hindi ako na, kasi it's too dark for me. Again, this is coming from a guy who started.
Pero were you able to watch all 3 movies?
When is yung not all.
Dark Knight.
Yung tatlo, yung Christian Bale.
Pero napanood mo tong Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, pero again, hindi ko na siya maalala through the top of my head. I mean, it's not again a memorable movie for me. Kaya nga nilagay ko siya sa category na maybe.
Oh, sige, Notch, tayong dalawa. Sabay tayo ulit,
Sige.
3. After go.
After go. Sige.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yes! Yeah, man. Ako para sa akin, sobrang epic nung scene na binali niya yung likod. Yung ginano niya si Christian Bale.
Yeah. The only thing, and okay, fine. With all due respect to Captain Mike, the only thing I didn't like about this was how they were trying to force Robin in the end. Yun lang yung parang confusing part for me doon. Yeah, it's trying to build up hype, at the end of the movie. The Batman is over, somebody's gonna take over Gotham, and his code name is Robin. No, that was a little bit too much for me. Tanggalin mo lahat yun. Okay sa akin.
Ako, ang hindi ko nagustuhan is they're trying to humanize Bane.
Yeah, that's another thing. Bane's a brute, no?
He's a bully. Bully siya.
And now he's eloquent.
Hindi lang siya eloquent. He was fighting. Para siyang revolutionary dito eh.
Oo. Tsaka he plans. Diba? Putang ina Hindi naman siya mastermind eh. Pero sige.
Even in the Arkham series, kailangan niya pa si Joker.
Oo.
Diba? To get to Batman.
Right. But still, I'd say it's an okay movie for me. It's a yes movie for me. It was fun to watch. Okay. So we put it at yes. Captain Mike puts it at maybe. Okay. So okay lang.
So I mean 2 is 1, it goes obviously to yes, diba? Ganyan ang natin.
Majority naman eh.
So sige. So we are now
Sunod, Kapitan. Next, Captain.
Next one is The Dark Knight Rises.
Heath Ledger Joker. Captain Mike?
Yes for me.
Notch, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes. Puta,
Okay.
Heath Ledger. Doon pa lang. I mean, tanggalin mo na kahit tanggalin mo na si Christian Bale. Diba?
Putang ina, naging Joker movie yung puta.
Dude, Heath Ledger Joker was one of the best, if not the best. I mean, comes right after Jack Nicholson para sa akin.
Oh yeah. I agree. Okay, easy answer. It's a yes. Sige, lagay yan. Next, Captain Mike.
That would be... Nawala daw yung aking cheat sheet. Hold on. Where's that?
That would be
Batman Begins 2005.
Batman Begins.
Scarecrow was the bad guy. Oo, basahin ko lang yung comment ni Joshua rito. Sabi ni Stanley, Dark Knight Rises maybe daw sa kanya. Okay, I understand. Batman versus Superman, no din siya. Sabi ni Joshua, Bane is might makes right personified. True. I mean, it's not your typical Bane, but it really does echo that if you can break somebody's back, you have the right to do whatever you want. So that's fucked up, man. Okay, Captain Mike, Batman Begins.
Maybe lang sa akin kasi I haven't watched it. Sadly.
I haven't watched it? Okay, sige. Fine. Notch 3, 2, 1, go.
Maybe.
Okay. Ako kasi,
Hindi ko talaga favorite si Scarecrow. I even in the Arkham Knight games, Arkham series na games, hindi ko talaga siya nagustuhan ever. I don't know. Para siya si Mysterio eh. Hindi ko gusto si Mysterio eh.
Yeah, he only gets powers when he injects shit from you. Ikaw, Captain Mike, you haven't watched the first Batman Dark Knight trilogy, no?
No. Kaya sabi ko maybe, kasi I don't wanna say no kagad kung hindi ko pa naman siya napapanood. If it's kung napanood ko siya, I may ended up with a yes or a no. And not a maybe.
Sige. Fine.
Ako kasi maybe. Kasi that's the first movie eh. And isa yun sa mga nagusto. Kay Christian Bale naman ako natuwa doon. I mean, how he talked like Batman, you know.
Yeah, that kind of...
I am the knight.
Lucius Fox confused me at some point. But I loved how Morgan Freeman carried out the role. So
pero kasi it's Morgan Freeman eh.
So it's a maybe for me. I didn't see it as a Batman movie. I saw it as a different movie. So okay. Easy answer.
I am the knight.
Where is she? Ay, iba. Tama. Dark Knight pala. Sorry.
Ito na, medyo pa-atras dahil pa-atras na tayo, medyo magiging interesting na ngayon yung
sabay-sabay na tayo dyan. Ano na ba yan? That's now Batman and Robin.
Yeah, 1997 Batman and Robin.
Okay, tatlo tayo sabay-sabay. After go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
Okay.
Sumagot mo si Cap?
Sumagot ako. That's a no for me.
Let's just let me just mention the one thing I liked about it was Alicia Silverstone.
Ako rin eh. At lalo
That's
na yung
thing I
pagdamit
liked
niya,
about
di ba? Yung pagdamit niya as Batgirl or she Batwoman?
She was Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Yun lang gusto ko.
Fucking Batman jokes around now. Kasi, well, they were intending to do that. They wanted to make him more, parang he got over the death of his parents and all that shit. Yeah, whatever, man. I mean, you just wasted your cast here. So
you know what I hate?
That.
What I hated about that, yung mga cutscenes na yung nagsusot sila ng outfit.
That was the only thing good about it with Alicia Silverstone.
yun lang.
With Alicia Silverstone, but not with Batman and Robin, diba?
At ang weird kasi yung, alam mo yung chest shot nila, na may utong. Lagay mo kay Alicia Silverstone yan.
Okay.
Right. Okay, easy answer. No. Probably this is worse than Batman v Superman.
Okay.
Next.
Moving on to the next one, which is 1995. Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Okay. Sabay-sabay tayo mga kapatid.
Batman Forever. Si Val Kilmer.
And the moment. 3. After go, 3, 2, 1. Maybe.
Ako rin Maybe din ako Tangin.
Maybe.
Ano nawala yung go? Tapos sumagot na agad.
Sorry, I'm Batman. That's okay. I'm Batman.
Maybe. Alam mo bakit maybe para sa akin?
Bakit?
I love the fact na pinakilala si Robin dito. Ang ganda nung pagkakilala kay Chris O'Donnell as Robin Ang weird lang, alam kaya hindi ko maatim yung Batman and Robin kasi ang weird lang na iba na yung Bruce Wayne. Pero si Chris O'Donnell pa rin si Robin. 'Di ba? Sobrang weird for me. I mean, nasa yung continuation of whatever story you're trying to pick up. Anyway, for sa akin na Batman Forever, Tommy Lee Jones did a great
very good
Harvey.
For Two-Face.
Did you know
he
he
hated
hated it?
Really?
He hated the role.
Really?
He found it stupid, but he portrayed it well. There was an interview.
Doon. I mean, the fact na alam mo yun, ako when I was playing the Arkham games, I didn't really like Harvey Dent there. Hindi ko siya masyadong gustuhan. Pero ito, and I always go back to Tommy Lee Jones' portrayal of Harvey Dent. And sobrang, kasi parang napakasama niyang tao dun And everything has to be decided by a toss of a coin. At alam naman natin yung toss of a coin na yun, it's a trick coin Ano yun?
Parang sa akin nakikita ko siyang ganun, parang siguro out of his hate probably, of his role, na he was able to portray it well. Ayaw niya siguro. Parang doon na lang niya binuhos doon sa pag-portray niya ng role.
Para sa akin, tanggalin mo na si Jim Carrey. Take him out.
Talaga.
Pero to be fair, I was not able to give my answer. It's a no for me.
You picked it as a no.
Yeah, I picked that as a no. I'm just
why?
So it's a 2-1. It's gonna be maybe.
Why would you say it's a no for you?
Kasi when I saw Jim Carrey portray that role as the Riddler, hindi siya yung Riddler na nakita mo from
Let me guess, you saw The Mask. When you saw Jim Carrey, you saw The Mask.
Okay, yeah, guilty. Di
kasi
matanggal yung
kasi
utak ko
nga,
nun
he played The Mask really well. So, okay, sige.
Well, not well enough to really be the Mask. No, not the Riddler, the Mask. Not well enough to really be the Mask. Kasi iba yung The Mask sa The Mask ni Stanley Ipkiss. I'm talking about the comics.
Masama yung
going back to the comics, man.
Comics
Well, hindi naman sa masama. Hindi sa masama, but
he fucking straight up murders people.
No, it brings out the anger in people and makes it comedic. Kaya tinan mo, babalik ako sa comics. The Mask comic books, Stanley Ipkiss died. And it was weird. It was I read it and I found it so weird. Nakatapos ako ng isang collection.
Tapos The Mask pa yun.
Tapos The Mask, man.
Okay,
weird.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay. Tapos na. Going back na tayo.
At patras na tayo, it is going to be Batman. Yung
Batman Returns.
Returns. 92 pala, sorry. Na-skip ko yun. 1992
Batman
Batman Returns,
Returns.
Danny DeVito, Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes.
Okay. Absolute no question. We already said what's good about it. The Penguin. That's the Penguin.
Pero we give credit to Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer did a good Catwoman also.
Yeah. I give credit to that.
She was fucking hot.
She was.
In
and
fact,
Catwoman was hot, diba?
In fact, the current Injustice Catwoman was based on how Michelle Pfeiffer performed it.
Really? Very, very well.
Very well.
I should say.
What saddened me the most there was when Penguin died and he was buried.
Binitbit siya nung binitbit siya ng mga penguins din.
Yung mga penguins niya. Yung pagkamatay niya, bagsak siya. Gumanon talaga.
Fuck. Tapos tinalagay siya ng mga penguins sa tubig. It's so sad. Okay, easy answer. Yes yan. Next.
Wait. Hold on, my friend.
Up next is the 1989 Batman by Tim Burton.
Tim Burton Batman. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yes!
Absolutely. Diyan tayo lumaki, mga kaibigan. Yan ang nagsimula ng Batman eh.
Although on a personal note for me, dahil nag-start nga ako sa Adam West na Batman, tapos nakita ko siya na naka-black. Parang at first nanibago ako. Diba? Kasi he's all black lang, tapos nakita mo lang na mano sa kanya, yung mukha niya, tsaka yung logo na yellow and black sa dibdib. And then, nung napanood ko na siya, natuwa ako dun sa portrayal ni Joker. Para sabi ko, uy, ano rin sila, Batman na to. At dito na namulat yung this is how Batman should look like probably in a movie. Ganon yung iniisip ko eh. Versus the Adam West action,
Apart from the Joker, who was the other bad guy featured there? In the Tim Burton Batman. Do you guys know?
No. Not me.
He was portrayed by what's that guy's name? Yung actor. Oh shit.
What's that?
Yung sumasayaw ng Rockefeller Skank. Who's that? I forgot his.
Is that Two-Face? No.
Actor. He was portrayed by an actor, the actor that danced around Fatboy Slim.
Oh no.
Christopher Walken. Sorry, there you go. He was portrayed by Christopher Walken, who is the character there.
Sabi na. Right. Naisip na sa isip ko si Harvey Dent eh. Pero hindi ko maalala eh.
Probably not.
Eventually, he was the crime boss na kinoriente ni Joker, di ba? And what did he turn into? He turned into
Black Mask.
Yes, he was Black Mask before he became Black. Well, hindi siya ginawang Black Mask ton, pero pinatay siya ni Joker. So there was a secondary villain in the first Batman, and that was the Black Mask.
Good trivia yan. That was a good trivia.
Good trivia.
See, he was Roman Sionis. Yeah. Christopher Walken yung pare. Puta. Hello. Hi. Okay, good. Yes na yan. How many yeses so far, Cap?
So far, we have 4 yeses. Batman Returns, the 1989 Batman, and then there's the Dark Knight Rises, and then there is the masyado maliit yung picture niya dito.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
Okay. So there are 2 more movies left. I'm not sure if you guys have watched it, but let's do it anyway. Let's do the Adam West movie, Batman the movie in 1966. How would you rate this one? We don't need to say it now because we don't know if it's from a different time. So I would say this is a maybe for me, simply because it did not fit my Tim Burton standards, which is of course a bias. But moreover, I'm not a fan of the campy Batman. I'm not a fan of the blue and gray Batman. I'm a fan of the dark brooding one. So maybe that's a maybe for me. The only reason why I like it is because it's fucking Adam West. You know, it's the campy let's dance when I'm confused Batman. So yun ang maybe sa akin. Sa'yo, Captain Man.
I would say it's a yes for me, no. Kasi dyan ako namulat.
You liked it? Did you watch it? Did you watch this movie?
No, pero just because it started the entire pop culture of Batman.
Pero you watched the Adam West series?
Yung series, yung TV series, yes.
You did it on TV.
On TV. Imagine mo yun. I mean, that's violence already to my standards back in my day.
Yeah, violence. Pag suntok na, pow!
Diba? So, yung gano, may lalabas pa na text. Beat talaga.
Sinampal no?
So, yun. So, yan sa akin. So, I'll give credit to that.
Right. And ikaw, Chino?
Well, I have to honor Adam West. Kasi siya yung una-una ko nakilala as Batman eh. Although hindi ko masyado napanood yung series niya, I was able to watch a few episodes kasi because of reruns. The movie, I haven't watched it. Pero katulad mo kasi I wasn't really a fan of the campy Batman. It's too colorful. Alam mo yun? It's colorful eh. And I really hate yung sinasabi ng Robin na Holy Ghost of Hell, Batman! Holy Rope of Shiva! Holy cows!
Tangina, ano yun?
Asan ako talaga? I mean, I don't know how they were able to come up with these quips. Alam mo yun, sobrang corny for me eh. Pero again, Adam West is Adam West. Give honor to him. Siguro in that part of that era, he was their best Batman, diba? So definitely it's a maybe for me.
Ikaw, Chino. Ikaw, Captain Mike, maybe ka rin, ano? Yes ka pala.
I said yes. So that's 2 maybe, so it goes to the maybe.
And I don't think it'll be fair for us to judge the first 2 live-action depictions by Robert Louis. These are 1949 movies. These are about just as early as, you know, as they were trying to portray Batman. And whatever came out of it, it's probably just nothing.
So, dun, lagay na lang natin siya sa no.
Yes.
Kasi even if we watch it, we won't even appreciate it anyway. And the first actor who played Batman, they even said ang pangit ng pagka-Batman niya dun. So let's just put it to no.
I mean, just take a look at it. The fucking ears are off the side of the head. And again,
saan nakuha yung floppy bat ears eh?
Kaya si Batmite, ganun ang tenga ni Batmite.
Exactly.
Nalala niyo si Batmite? Oh, because of that. And although we didn't watch it, I was able to find like a serial parang cut video siya. And of course, maraming natanggal. So it's not the whole thing that I watched. But at the time, you know, Batman was still not the Batman we knew. We know at this time. And I hope that, you know, the Batman 2022 is something that we can watch and hopefully it lives up to the standard. Apparently, a lot of people are liking it, and it did already break the box office with $500 million in ticket sales. So, you know, let's be hopeful that, you know, we will hear "I'm Batman," and he doesn't have to fight a werewolf at the end of the day. Although
he fought
Killer
Dracula.
Crocodile. Huh? Oh, he fought Dracula in the Batman though. So that's scary. A vampire Batman that killed everyone. That's scary. And you know, there you have it. Unfortunately, we're running low on time, guys. Thank you for sticking out with us. You know, it's a fun time. Thank you for staying here, and we apologize for starting a little bit late, but you know, we've had a great time with you guys. Awesome conversation. And hopefully we could all watch Batman together. Captain Mike, your last words for the evening, and perhaps you can invite them somewhere.
Okay, so the Batman legacy lives on. Yun ang una ko sasabihin. Ano? Kaya we give tribute to to that guy who walks through the night. Para sa akin, sana lang if they're gonna make a Batman, sana tagalan nila habaan nila yung timeline niya. Don't limit it lang to just 3 movies, diba? Because Batman as a character in pop culture, in the comics, is great. So why not limit yourselves to 3 movies? Same din with the villains eh. Sana damihan pa nila. Kaya siguro naging malapit sa akin yung Adam West Batman kasi alam mo yung mahaba siya. Ang dami mo papanoorin. Hindi sila nalalaos until such a certain period, diba? So dahil dyan, I'd like to thank everyone who were watching this this little tribute to the Cape Crusader. Thank you rin dun sa mga nanood nung ating video from Converge. Thank you rin nga pala to my Converge family for getting me featured.
Yes.
Looking forward to more partnerships with you. And as always, it's gonna be #experience-better. So yun. Yun lang sa akin.
Awesome. Notch. Your turn. Final thoughts of the evening, and maybe you can invite them.
Ako, definitely Batman, still one of my favorite superheroes. Even today, na kinokolekta ko yung mga comic books niya, and I have yet to read all that I've got. Kasi ayoko matengge. Gusto ko marami ako mababasa about it, especially the newer issues, no. Ang very nostalgic lang talaga yung Tim Burton's Batman, the depiction. Sobrang iba lang talaga that was a different time, different era. And now with Robert Pattinson's depiction, I have high hopes. Wala akong binabasang review. I'm not talking about it to people. Alam mo yun, I wanna see for myself kung ano talaga. And we know Robert Pattinson as the shiny, shimmering, splendid that he is. And this time medyo emo looks ang dating niya, no? So again, I have high hopes, and kung ano man magiging plano nila for Batman in the future, I hope they really portray him as the hero he is.
Yeah.
Di bali ng siya yung pinaka worst for them, as long as he stays a hero. That's the Batman I know.
Baka may mga shows ka, sir, na gusto mong invite ang mga tao sa atin.
Wala. Pillow Talk, medyo nagpapahinga lang kasi medyo busy yung mga boys, no. Pero definitely babalik kami,
hopefully.
Fucking
show, man.
Oo nga, hopefully next week mabalik namin. So we were planning to do it this week, pero sobrang naging busy. Wala din ako sa bahay, no. So hopefully next week gagawin namin with another guest. Diba? Ang gaganda ng mga guests namin. Kasi magustuhan nyo yun. Ganun lang. Maganda yung discussions with beautiful women. Diba? Ganun lang yun. Pero, ayun, abangan nyo yun. Bello Talk. And of course, G, always G3. Every Friday, 9 p.m.
Yun ang sabi ko.
Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with us again. This has been your G3 podcast. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. And of course, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/GPodPH or the G3 podcast. If I were to leave you with a Batman quote, then of course, I'm going to do it because he's like Noch. He's one of my favorite, if not my favorite character. And he said once that death has nothing if you leave a legacy of good behind you. And that is it.
I am Batman.
I was tempted because that's the easiest. I'm Batman. But thank you very much. This is Fatman. This is BJG along with Captain Mike and of course Noch. We will see you in the next episode. That's Friday next week, 9 p.m. Catch us here on the G3 podcast. Have a good evening and may the night be protected. Bye-bye! Bye! Init.